So Ireland has got a lot of castles. Most of them are ruins because we like to destroy things in this country, but some of them you can stay in. And we're going to stay in one tonight, so come with me, let's take a peek. Never ceases to amaze me how much stuff that you bring when you go away. So Cabra Castle from where I live is about a 2-hour drive, so that's from Northern Ireland down into Cavan, and it's a nice little pleasant drive. You can stop off actually at a couple of nice spots on the way, but we just went direct because we were excited to get to the place. My goodness, was this thing absolutely pretty. It has the little turrets and it just looks like really regal, and there's a little wedding going on as well, so it's such a nice place and lovely vibes to it. So as soon as we turned up, we got all our stuff unpacked, we walked up the red carpet, which we shouldn't have done, which brings you inside to where people would have weddings inside on the top. It's lovely little outside areas, nice little bars, places where you can go and grab all the drinks for the guests. So once we got checked in, we got to our room. It took probably about 5 minutes to get to the actual room from the reception. It's quite a hike, but once we got there, it was great. Okay, so quick little room tour. Lovely bed, and it looks great. Nice little beams. I don't know if this is like an old stable that was converted into all these rooms in the courtyard, but you have a nice little bath area here that you can use, and then I'm imagining these are going to be nice little views out into the courtyard. Yeah, that's lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. And then let's do a little bathroom check. So bathroom is really nice and clean. You've got like some of your little shower bits and pieces. Don't know what brand this is. Voya. Sounds good. Yeah, and of course then you get lovely romantic castles, slippers and stuff. Shower. Looks good. And then you've got like your flat screen TV. Some little bits of history on the actual property, which I'm going to read now because I like stuff like that. I like to find out what's going on. So it's nice that it's actually named a romantic castle, so it's a perfect place for to bring your wife. And then you get this here lovely little bath. It's in the centre of the room. You also get your hair dryer, you get like your tea and coffee, and my wife likes these little cups. That's it. So this is outside into the little courtyard here, which is absolutely lovely. So I found a way to open the door. That is your view. So you don't really see Ireland with too much blue skies, so it's worthwhile actually grabbing some video of it today. But today is an exceptionally warm day. And because it's so warm today, inside this room is also super warm. So you're up in the eaves of a building. So uncharacteristically, a building like this should have air conditioning, but because it's in Ireland, you kind of like don't need it. But on a day like today, you probably would need air conditioning. So lovely little room, very happy with it, and I'm looking forward now to doing what you do whenever you get down into somewhere like here, which is basically you end up looking at the room for a minute and then you decide to yourself, it's time for to go to the bar, have a quick drink, and then maybe go and see the sights of whatever's around here. So this castle seems to have a bit of history, so I'm going to figure that out now and I'll talk to you about it in a second.
Go on.
Why did they build the castle in the first place? What's the point of it?
Right, yeah. The original Cabra Castle was built in the early 1600s by the O'Reilly clan. Think of it less as a fairy tale castle and more as a fortified stronghold. Thick walls, defensible position.
That's crazy. So like a lot of people back in those days then, they built like castles just to protect their family then, to make sure that they weren't all getting murdered in their sleep?
Absolutely. It was the reality of life. And when power shifted, say when Cromwell won, those fortified homes became liabilities. If you were on the losing side, your castle wasn't a home anymore. It was a target, something to be destroyed or handed off to someone else.
So the plan now is to head, maybe get a little drink, and then there's some castle ruins of like the original castle. So I want to go and see that, and there's a wishing well, river walk and stuff like that. So apparently it's the thing to do whenever you come here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little walk, take in some nature, and then come back and relax. So let's do it. So this is the wee courtyard, and it's got like loads of different rooms all down inside. It's a bit windy here actually, but it's nice having a bit of wind. It's been very warm, untraditionally warm. Lindsay's having a bit of a fall. So how nice is that? Let's see underneath here. Follow me around. So you technically aren't really staying in the castle itself. You're staying in like the grounds of the castle, but it's got all like the castle vibes, which is nice as well. You've got like all the little coats of arms and stuff like that up in the background. It's fun. And the thing I really loved about this place was how well kept it was. You had all the different people working away, keeping the place nice and tidy.
Subscribe.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for you. Cheers. So I had my first little YouTube moment there with somebody actually saying, "Are you recording on YouTube?" So I just said yes and subscribe. So if they ever subscribe, happy days. So we walked along the rest of the castle, through all the little rooms, and this is the winding way that you have to make your way up with all your luggage, which is quite a hike whenever you're carrying your wife's stuff, because women for some reason just tend to bring way too much equipment with them. So we went down, we took a look at all the rest of the rooms, and the place is actually a little stunner. It was a proper residence and it's a proper castle, so it's not like you're getting a little fake pop-up shop here. You're getting something that was a genuine place where people were living in. No castle's complete without having a selection of absolutely terrible looking china. Look at that. That's just awful. So we went our way down into the bar, grabbed ourselves a quick drink, headed outside into the courtyard and took up a little bit of the Irish sunshine, which was amazing. Then went for a little bit of a walk. We're at the actual forest car park, and it's like a £5 entry, which is I suppose alright, because at least you know your car's reasonably safe for a £5, so you don't mind paying that instead of parking on the road. But go and see if there's a bit of like a ruin to see here, and maybe a bit of a river walk. It's not cold, but I think it's Ireland, you need a jacket no matter what. So I think that the best plan here is to make sure that you bring an actual jacket with you, because you just can't guarantee anything. And so this is the place here, Dunnery, and there's a couple of different walks that you can take. So we're going to do one that gives us along this little river. Is that right, Lindsay? So after just a small bit of walking, it's clear that you can get lost here very easily. That's typical Ireland. I remember Ireland from years ago. Literally years ago, whenever you'd come to Ireland, you could get lost in a flash, especially if you didn't have GPS. And this gives me that vibe. If you know, you know where to go, but if you don't know, then you're traveling in circles. So we want to follow this river walk, and we are here, but it's really hard to be able to work out like exactly where to go.
The village walk is the orange dots. So they kind of like linked up, so I think do the village walk.
Do the village walk?
Yeah.
Okay, so then village walk it is, so let's go to the village. So far it's a nice little walk. Village walk goes up that way, by the way. It's like one of those books where you have to turn to page 53 to know what happens next, or you turn to page 27, there's an ogre. So you're talking about a 15-minute walk to this place or a 5-minute in the car. We opted for the car because it was just literally down the bottom of the street, and you get waterfalls, wishing wells, little castle ruins, all the stuff all kind of packed into one space. And it seems like if you're here, you should go and visit the place, so we did. So I'll rate this a nice little romantic walk. There's a nice little stream, there's wee places you can sit. It's nice and mild, it's not even like it's a cold Irish day, it's a lovely little day through the summer with my beautiful wife. And
it's quiet.
What?
It's quiet.
It's quiet.
And it's peak summer here.
Yeah, that's actually something very interesting, is that usually anywhere it's nice here, especially back even up north, is that it's hiving with people and families and dogs, and there's nothing here. It's like really, really quiet, nice. So a good solid 8 out of 10. I'll not give it a 10 out of 10 yet. So I don't know what the proper thing is to do when you go to a forest park other than walk and maybe take a couple of snaps, and that's pretty much what we done. So do I risk getting wet shoes for to take a picture of this? Yes, I do. because this is what you get to see. Now just to work my way back. There we go. Up and up and up. So we're just trying to figure out our route still. We're assuming just stay along the water, yeah? Do you want to take a drink? Dip it in, get E. coli, and lie in the bed all night. Vomit and diarrhea. It's increasingly hard to know which way to go. And as an adult, you kind of feel that you should be leading and show people that you know what's what by this age, but no. Eventually we found this place called Cromwell's Bridge. It's a huge medieval stone arch hidden inside these woods, and apparently Cromwell may have crossed it centuries ago. Who knows, they just make stuff up in this country. We walked underneath it, took a couple of little pictures, and then pretended that the uphill walk wasn't absolutely destroying us. Did you enjoy that? So the last little thing on the mission now is to try and find the castle, or the castle ruins, so it's very, very tricky. And maybe I'm just really silly at navigating, but turns out that you go across the bridge that's in the background here. So we're going to cross the bridge and then away from the village. So hopefully, I suppose this makes sense. This might have been like the castle entrance or something like that, or like a castle like moat. I don't know, making things up. So this is a special like well, and all over Ireland there's like these little holy wells where people come and drink from them, and they believe that there's like medicinal purposes from them. But pretty much it's just water coming out of a rock actually, but it'll be probably drinkable, but I wouldn't want to drink it. And that's basically this whole walk. So nice little bridge at the end of it, which you can walk up and you can walk through the middle bits of it, and that's pretty much it. We didn't see the castle ruins. We tried to find them, but I'm suspecting those castle ruins are like... Okay, that was fun. We're back in the car and we're now going to head off to the castle again, take a little peek at what's on offer for food. So I'm starting to get a wee bit peckish, but we're going to have a quick pint when we get back to the room, get washed up, get ready to go down for food. It's kind of what you do whenever you come to a castle hotel. So like, you're there, you explore the grounds, you eat, you drink, you sit around, you chat a bit, and then you go home. And if all that works out well and the environment is lovely, then you've had a lovely break. So I'm hoping that that's what's going to be the plan for today. So it's only whenever I start driving back up to the castle again, I looked at all these fields and thought, who on earth is cutting all this grass? And then I looked around and I seen they've got little robots cutting the grass. Welcome to 2026, where AI is taking over. This is probably one of my best bits about staying anywhere, is that once you go out and do all your excursions, you come back, you get changed, you go out for something to eat, you have a couple of drinks, and you have a bit of a nice unwind. And that's exactly what we've done. So this place is packed with history. It's got towers, it's big hallways, and it's everything to make you feel like you've accidentally married into royalty. They rebuilt this castle in the 1800s, but apparently it cost so much that it nearly bankrupted the family behind it. And then it was later bought by a colonel who renamed it Cabra Castle. Don't know why he named it that, but he just did. So today it's a hotel, and instead of defending the grounds from invaders, you can enjoy a wee quick pint, dander around the halls, take a couple of selfies, and then go and enjoy yourself with a really nice meal. This place actually done fantastic food. Decor was a little bit kind of dubious, so I really admired the place, the history of it, the art around all the little hallways, and all the different little figurines and different things that they had. So we went for a meal then, and including in our deal, we had a little 5-course meal, and it was really, really nice. Good food, and it turns out that there's 3 other castles that we can go and visit, which we definitely are going to go and check out. So the food was great. We had a lovely starter, we had soup for some reason second, and then we went into the mains, and then some lovely desserts as well. I really couldn't fault the place. The service was lovely, the people were really friendly, and I just loved all the vibe whenever you walk around the castle grounds, and you were able just to spend a bit of time just like kind of dandering on your own. There wasn't many people around either, so we got to kind of walk around the grounds, have a little chat, and just admire the place. And it was such a warm, nice evening that it was nice just to sort of sit around. Although if you look at Lindsay, she's always a coat on because the woman cannot feel any warmth. And with every good castle, there's always a little ghost story. So apparently, like, the rich guy had a son. The son slept around a wee bit with some of the help. They had a little baby. They decided then that the girl couldn't be worthy of having the baby and took her out to the forest and hung her. And you can still hear the baby crying in the halls to this day. So I did wait up at night listening for the little baby, but it never cried. The only thing that I could hear was my stomach crying for breakfast first thing in the morning. I had a quick little fry up, but I must be honest, the Ulster fry beats every other fry hands down. Drop me a wee like, drop me a wee comment. It makes such a difference for me to keep wanting to make these. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you again.